Alright. Alright, I'm here. I can't believe we made it in time for 10 a.m. That's ridiculous, dude. I feel horrible. What was that? What time is it? Holy shit. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Well, if everybody could smash a like, that would be so nice. That would be great. That'd be wonderful. I thought it was 10 a.m. Everybody, I thought it was 10 a.m. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I still think it's 10 a.m. I'm still not 100% sure. I can't see very well right now. But I'm just going to assume that it's 10 a.m. Little ad bill. Little agua. You know, I also want to say, too, I don't know what the fuck I said last night, so there are some people that were upset about what I said. Look, there's an email. It's like, if ever, you know, you feel as though we have crossed the line, or, you know, you want to voice your opinion or whatever, there's an email that we have. It's like, what is it, chat? Are you sure that's what it is? All right. It's like, I don't give a shit at gmail.com. That's what Chet told me. Look, I don't know if it's real or not. Regardless, I remember having a good time last night. I think we all had a good time. I know most of us had a good time. Anyway. I can like literally barely read the chat. Look, we're going to keep it together today. Okay, we're keeping it together. It's the first stream in 2021. I'm keeping it together today. Cara Dune interview 2 in 3 minutes on Drunk 3PL. Yeah, I didn't know that. I fucked up a little bit. I actually didn't know he was doing all that. I would probably would have waited on doing this stream, but I couldn't wait. Because it's the fucking spice, the juice, the tea, baby. Holy shit. Look. I want to say also, you know, if you don't want spoilers, dude, like if you don't want any spoilers or whatever, you should definitely get out of here. We're going to have to talk about some things. You know what I mean? We're going to have to talk about some things. So, you know, if you don't like spoilers or whatever, then I'll wait a little bit. I'm not going to go over them right away, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna be like, and then start doing it. But in all seriousness, you might want to, you know, make an exit, you know, and no big deal because I understand it. Of course, a little bit of spoiling happens in the thumbnail and the title of this. But we're going to get into the specifics and what I've heard and some other things that I've heard too. I want to allude to some very cool stuff, okay? In fact, let me start here. I know you guys hate it when I do this, so my bad, but I'm going to do it again. The real juice, the real crazy thing, I can't fully talk about today. Wham, wham, wham. I know, but I'm working with Corey and Noah from Kessel Run Transmissions, and we're hoping to do something rather cool with the big thing, the real juice, the thing that is like, that's been a while in the making. So, the point is, Star Wars fans, if y'all don't shut the fuck up. Oh, sorry. No more swearing. It's 2021. New leaf. If y'all don't start playing more nice with each other and let this stupid drama go, we won't be able to do it. I want to say something very real quick before we get into all the fun stuff. We all need to let this shit go. It's getting so tense for everybody. The creatives at Lucasfilm are tense. Content creators are tense. Star Wars fans are tense. Everybody's tense. Everybody let it go. Stop it. Stop it right now. And hopefully, if we do that, we can get to the point where maybe we could tell you something crazy about the sequel trilogy, something you've never heard before about the sequel trilogy, something long hidden about the sequel trilogy, and maybe we could all just talk about that and be more chill about it and not set a freaking match into a field of gasoline. That would be really nice. That's what I would like to happen. So maybe we'll get there. But for now, we will be talking about Mace Windu. Mace Windu. So, should we just get into it? Should we just do it? Should we just talk about it? We'll talk about this, and then we'll talk a little bit about, maybe I'll, like, kind of dance around some of the other stuff. You know what I mean? So, a couple of days ago, some of you hit me up with this Mace Windu thing. Okay? You were like, did you hear about this Mace Windu rumor, you know, whatever. And by the way, again, spoiler warning, please. Should I put a thing up here? What's this? What do we got here? I mean, look, it says spoiler in the thing. If you come in here and you don't understand you're getting spoiled, whatever, dude, that's not on me. So some of you had brought this up to me, and I was like, dude, nah. I was like, there's no way. So apparently, not only is it true, and it comes from Daniel Richtman, okay? Again, right? Daniel, who are you? Are you Kevin Feige? Daniel Richtman? Are you Bob Iger? Who are you? Anyway, not only is the Mace Windu thing true, but there is some indication that they have plans for Mace, and that what we previously thought was like, oh, the Mace show, that'll be fun. We'll see Mace from back in the day and shit, you know? What if he's alive? Like, currently in the Mandalorian timeline. Okay? Now, let's separate what we think we know for sure from what I'm speculating on, okay? So let's try to separate this. It would appear that Mace will be the one to save Grogu from the Jedi Temple. Now, again, that seems like many of you are probably thinking the same thing that I was thinking when I heard this, right? Where I was like, there's no way. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way they would do this. I mean, what? Like, that's kind of fun or whatever, but it feels like too on the nose, you know, whatever. Not only that, but Mace might be tied to something to do with Grogu, I'm starting to see the possibility of like this really interesting sort of long play storytelling thing here. And Sam Jackson has always wanted to come back to Star Wars. Always. And with the technology, right? With the technology that we have now, probably more viable than ever for him to come back, okay? Now, let's just get a feel for this. I need to know what the chat's thinking. So, if you're cool with this, if you're like, oh, this sounds great, Mace Windu, I love it, put a 1 into the chat. If you're like, what? And you don't like it, put a 2 into the chat. I'm just curious. I want to know. I want to know what you guys think. I don't know why I asked you to do that. I can't read what you guys are typing. I'm sorry. I'm going to assume everybody likes it. So, cool. Yeah, so I agree with you, I think. And by the way, yeah, we're totally going to add a purple lightsaber to the emojis. What's up, Ryan? I see you, baby. We're going to add a purple lightsaber to the emojis. Can I tell you something else? Just because, like, it's, you know, let's just... May I speculate a bit and just pontificate a little about what I think might be going on here? You feel, if you think about it, Darth Vader, Anakin, Hayden Christensen coming back as Darth Vader, and Mace Windu coming back and being alive post Sith. Wasn't there like this YouTuber that did like a fan film or something? There was like, I don't remember exactly, but I think there was a fan film done, unless I'm mistaken. And in that fan film, I believe, because this fan, again, I don't know. I think this fan maybe knew what Star Wars fans would like. And then did it. And you know, if there was such a fan out there, and such a fan got in a little bit of drama, let's say maybe with somebody at Lucasfilm, nah, can't be, right? Can't be. No way. Coincidence. Coincidence. So, I actually think it would be awesome if Mace came back, and I'm excited that they might do it. You know, they might take this direction. Let me ask you guys this. I'm interested in this. Would you guys, let's do the same thing. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Would you want Mace to actually be like in the action? Because it seems like we're headed towards some crazy thing where everybody's fighting again. Luke just came back. He's, you know, do you want Mace to like come back full force? Yes or no? Yes. Yeah, right? I mean, why not? It kind of seems like a no-brainer. And Sam Jackson can do it because he would be old. The character. And, you know, he is old. Sorry, Sam, but you are old, you know. You look great, though. Dude, I want it. Like, honestly, at this point, because this thing keeps happening, right? Where, okay, let me explain something. Let's talk about this whole retcon the sequels thing, right? So, my stance on this has always been like, there's no way. Like, there's no way as a company. This is what I could never understand this. Like, making it so those films did not exist. Like, there's no way they would want to do things to devalue those movies, because those movies are assets. They did make like $5 billion. Tons of Star Wars fans like them. Like, the thing that's the real crazy thing about The Last Jedi, like, to be fair with that film, is that there's a bunch of people that absolutely love that movie. If there weren't those people, we would have no problem. And that sounded wrong when I said it, but what I mean is, like, it is a divisive film. It is not just a shitty film. Even if you think it's a shitty film, it is clearly not just a shitty film, because so many people love it. That's the whole point. That's why everybody's so angry, right? So there's no way, I feel, that they would ever devalue those assets of the sequel trilogy. However, the idea of retconning maybe the limitations of the storytelling for the sequels and allowing John and Dave to literally do whatever the F they want and just say, yeah, they just didn't talk about it for whatever reason around that time in the sequels. Yeah, it was really wild, but for whatever reason, they just didn't bring it up. I'm totally okay with that. And if, like, we want to go in this direction that, like where we can just have fun and just Star Wars as hard as you can Star Wars, I'm there for it personally. And I have zero problems with, like, that running right up against the logic that I have of how the sequels fit into everything else. You know what I mean? Because, like, even that is like, yeah. So that's kind of my stance on it, guys. I feel as though this would be great. And I feel like Sam Jackson is dope. You know what I mean? The Bamf himself. It would be incredible to have him in the Star Wars family again, you know, more actively, etc., etc. So yeah, I think it's cool. Yeah, so I don't really have a plan for this stream. I just was really excited about that tea, and I'll talk to you guys about. Let me talk about. I'll talk about the other thing a little bit, and I unfortunately have to be super vague. I know, it sucks. But then we will do Q&A. We'll just get into some Q&A. Short little stream today, but I felt bad because we already didn't stream on Tuesday, so I really wanted to just hang out and do a stream. Yeah, and talk to you guys. So as best as I can explain it, with regards to the other stuff, is that I think we're all... Okay, so I thought one of the biggest stories of the year, personally, was the Paul Duncan book, in which he had an interview with George in 2019, and they had discussed George's original plan for the sequels. Do you remember this, guys? Just let me know. Give me a yes. Give me a little nod. Do you all remember when this happened? I thought it was incredibly big news. It didn't blow up the way I thought it would, but I thought it was pretty big. You guys remember? Yeah, people remember. Cool. So, there were all sorts of reasons as to why that story interested me. Some of the reasons were because it ran counter to some other things that I had heard. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I had never heard this. What's up with that? And actually throughout the year, I've been working on verifying something that was given to me, and that someone was like, oh, here's this thing. Fuck, that's so vague. You guys are probably like, I hate Josh. But I was handed a document, And I was like, this is interesting, but I need to verify it. And it took a long time to verify it. And strangely enough, we actually verified it to be false. Okay? This is so crazy. So check this out. As we verified it to be false, I actually then found out about this other thing. And because of some of the info that I had learned to disprove thing number A, that's right, I said it, thing number A. Happy New Year's. Some of the things I learned to disprove thing number A proved thing number B true. And I was like, holy shit. And let me tell you, I think this will set the Star Wars fandom on fire. And I think certain people will be very upset about it. I think other people will be, I don't know, dude. Like, you guys are crazy. All you Star Wars fans, I love you, but you're crazy. I have no idea how y'all are going to react to this. But, I think it's cool. I think it's cool, but I think it will also inevitably bring up that same old song and dance where we're like, damn you, sequel trilogy, for not being all these other things that you could have been, right? I think that's kind of what it'll end up being for a lot of people, which kind of sucks. But I think as a fandom, here's my thing on this. This is my take. I think as a fandom, we need to actually talk about the truth and get some closure about what happened with George's story. Like, what was George's story? Like, what actually happened to that story? You know what I mean? So, very cool, very exciting thing on the horizon. Very exciting. But I can't talk about it, and it is Kessel runs. It is Corey and Noah's scoop. They have the scoop. And I'm going to work with them. And I think actually, and I don't even know if I'm supposed to say this, but we might do some animations to show things. Does that make sense? I'd say it's probably at least 6 months out. I know that sucks, but we probably can't talk about it until at least 6 months out, probably. Yeah. But it's cool, dude. Cool. Again, but this is what's so crazy. The degree to which it's cool is the degree to which people will hold it against Disney that they didn't just do this. Okay? And look, I don't know how to make sense of that. You know? Anyway, let's get into Q&A. Happy New Year, everybody. You know what would be cool, too? Let me know in the chat. Do you have any New Year's resolutions? Does anybody have New Year's resolutions that they're doing? I'll try to read a few of them. I'll try to read a few of them, and then I'll go through the super chats as well. Again, short little stream today. Nothing crazy, guys. Nothing crazy. I'm about to go watch, after this, I'm going to go watch the shit out of Cobra Kai. I'm so excited. So let me pull this up. Pull it up. Stevie says, I want Mace versus Vader. Oh, wouldn't that be tasty? That'd be pretty cool. Becky Scales says, Mace appeared in Obi-Wan and tell him about Grogu. They decide to hide him together. That would also be very cool. That would also be very cool. I love to see the imagination at work. Becky, I like where your head's at. Gary says with a $5 holla, I love you. I love you back, Gary. Also, who are you? Jeffrey Helmick says with the $3. Hey, Josh, just tuned in to say, can I get a quick cap? I don't know what that means, man. I don't. Oh, recap, like? Is that what you mean? Mace Windu's alive. And he's going to cut the head off of Din Djarin. Drum and Company with a $10 holla says, so when will we hear about this stuff? Like, will we ever hear it from Lucasfilm? Or is this just another, here's what the sequels could have been from another scooper thing? Probably more of that. Probably more of that. And that's just because I don't want to get you excited at all for it. You know what I mean? Just speaking honestly. No, I assume that the reason it was hard to verify is because it was a pretty tightly guarded secret. Yeah. So, no, I doubt they would ever acknowledge it. But, there are ways to... There's sort of... When you hear about it, you will... I think it actually makes a lot of sense. It'll make some things make sense. And then you'll be like, oh... Okay. James Weston says, my New Year's resolution is to beat cancer. Just found out today. Happy New Year. Well, James, you can definitely do that, my friend. And I can't imagine what it's like to find something like that out. That would be insane. Ridiculous. You know what I mean? So, but your message indicates a very good state of mind, dude. So, holy shit. That cancer doesn't have a fucking chance, bro. You know what I mean? Be well. Salvatore says, I am the one and only that asks you to speak Kashakakan. You know what to do. Actually, I don't, man. Gonna be real. I have no idea what you're talking about. Dirty Nap says, Josh, you never checked out my half sleeve, brother. I'm sorry, dude. I'll take a peek, man. Send it to me again on whatever. I'll try to take a peek. Mikey says, hashtag ignite the purple. Yeah, man. Ignite the purple indeed. I'm pretty excited, brother. It's gonna be cool. Joe Fuego. Wasn't it a blue saber saving the 3 younglings? I'm not sure what you're talking about. I think I know what you're talking about. And also, patience. Joe, patience. Big Stevie says, that vagueness sounds like a recast of the OG characters picking up after the trilogy. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's an interesting thought. I don't think you're totally out of the galaxy of what'll happen, but I don't think you're as on as you think. But, yeah, how about that for some vagueness? Shogun Orta says, was this the Lucas sequel trilogy about Maul and Talon? No. But, oh, man. Sort of. It's connected to it. That's all I can say. Sorta. Sorry. Jeffrey Helmick says, just bought this to say Sith Tiva. Amen. Amen. Heard that, Jeffrey. Appreciate you, man. So let me just check out what's going on in the chat. What are your guys' resolutions or whatever? Oh, man. WandaVision is scaring me? It doesn't look so good from the trailers, says Lord Savage. That's interesting. I've heard, like, beyond positive things about it. So, I mean, I will admit that the trailers... I think Marvel really does a lot to try to hide stuff in their trailers, right? So the trailers look... The trailers are aimed at a totally different audience, I think. So I don't blame you, but dude, trust me, WandaVision about to be ridiculous. Josh, you believe Boba will be the crime boss that Maul was going to be in George's script? Maybe some spiritual resemblance there of that character or of that arc. Yeah, I could see that. That'd be dope, dude. Let's see here. Josh, is Visions Lucasfilm's version of Marvel's What If? I don't know about Visions. I don't know, other than I really am excited for it, and I hope that it's like the Animatrix. You know, I've seen, some people have said that, and I'm like, dude, that'd be dope, dude. That'd be dope. So doing something like that would be real chill. Let's see here. Mike Zero as recasted Leia post Return of the Jedi. First of all, I don't know how you know that information, but Disney is officially looking for you. That's absolutely in the leaked emails. So they're coming for you. Mikey says, thoughts on Talon versus Ahsoka during the Ahsoka show. Could be cool. Yeah. I'm very much excited for Ahsoka. But again, I would really love it if we as a fandom could get our shit together, because you don't understand the anxiety that some of these talents and creators are under, and they are looking at what is going on and they are like, what the F? So if we want the product to be good, we have to chill out. Annie says, Gina is all over Drunk 3PO and asking him if he is looking for someone in his life. It is very awkward to watch them flirt. I am leaving them for you. Well, I can't watch it because I would be struck with such jealousy that I would act super immaturely. I'm incredibly jealous of Jay. And I'll tell you this too. Little story time. Drunk 3PO, or Jay, he and I actually talked in the DMs several weeks ago before all this craziness happened. And we were both apologetic, and we were talking about past things. And, I promised him I wouldn't, reveal to the world his secret identity, that he's actually a total sweetheart. And then I guess, like, everybody else just got to do that. So whatever, Jay. Fuck you. But in all seriousness, I think he's a really good dude. And I understand if you don't like him, but I stand by that. Jason says with the $5 holla, resolve to beat Bobby Slay up and running and make it big. Happy New Year, my friend. Hey, Happy New Year to you. I don't know what the fuck the beat Bobby Slay is, but I assume it might have to do something with the D&D campaign that we have going on. That would be cool. I'm into that. Lewis Cox says, hey, Josh, what YouTubers do you personally like? I'm into some weird stuff, dude. I don't even know if I want to answer that. I'll tell you one channel. Let me think. I don't know. I watch like more based around topics. I don't necessarily watch a lot of channels. You know what I mean? Like, I watch a good bit of channels, but I try to get like a almost like a charcuterie of content and opinions about different things. So I don't actually really watch like channels steadily, I don't know if anybody does, to be honest. Boss says WandaVision will depend on how woke it is. If they go full M, if they go full MCU, it'll suck. Yeah, that's fair. My thing with this is always the same. Just, you have to trust. You know what I mean? And Feige has earned my trust. And if he has not earned your trust, I'm curious why. But that's your business. And yeah, I assume it'll be great. The Mandalorian has a lot of female empowerment, girls get it done kind of stuff. It's just not shitty and forced. So I'm like, there for it. You know what I mean? So maybe you feel that way about WandaVision, maybe you don't. I don't know, brother, but that's how I feel. Drum and Company says, do you think fans will be in love with the new direction of Star Wars? I just want fans to love each other and love Star Wars and be positive about it. Yes, I do. I think this is a minor bump in the road. I think the reality of this situation with Theory, and some of you are like, there is no situation, let it go. And yeah, that's just not going to happen. So the thing is, this situation, there will be a lot of good that comes out of this, objectively speaking. So, yeah, We're going to have a great 2021, man. And things are going to be much better for all Star Wars fans. And if you choose not to enjoy it, that's on you. Not us. You know what I mean? Louis Cox says Pablo Hidalgo is a dame bully and needs to stop it. Yeah, I agree. What other New Year's resolutions, guys? I haven't... let's see here. Thoughts on Marvel doing an FF trilogy? How far do you think they'll go with those characters? To the moon and back. The Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom is so central to what they're doing next. So, yeah, lots of FF. And it's not going to be a trilogy. They're going to just be caked over everything like Tony was, you know, in the Infinity Saga. Yeah. That's what that is. What about the resolutions? Do you have resolutions? I'm just trying to scroll up and find any cool resolutions. Just kind of for fun. 2021. Oh, they didn't give you the notifications, John? That's stupid. That's real dumb. Josh, do a collaborative podcast with Kyle Katarn. Super sweaty on Star Wars. That's cool. I don't know who he is, but sure. Bruh, she was flirting. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, she was. Why do you think I'm so jealous, dog? You know what I mean? Josh, seems like Disney purposely went hard left on sequels to see the reaction and test waters, but now course correcting with these new shows and ideas. I think there's some truth to that. I wouldn't categorize it that way. I wouldn't characterize it that way. But I do think that all companies do things based on trends and data. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and you always course correct. So there's not necessarily anything different in what I just said to what you just said. Or was there? I like the Rangers of the New Republic, and it will be a new team we haven't seen before, and they could be in a Mando Season 3 episode as a backdoor pilot for their show. Agreed. And that would be dope. Agreed. That would be dope. That'd be dope. Let's see what else we got here. Jess says, love the show, Josh. Would you be interested in seeing a Marvel MCU / Star Wars crossover, and what would make it work for you? So here's something about that, Jess, and thank you for the love. I would never want to see it in the movies, but I actually think that something like that could work in a comic book. And I actually think that maybe one of the cool futures of comics will be that maybe that's the only medium where you could do something like that and make it super low stakes for both companies and, low cost or whatever. And have stories like that told in mass. Like, imagine if you got some incredible writers together. They did this. They worked on it for a year, and they made it into a 3-part massive graphic novel series, and it was just epic as shit with incredible art and all that. And then it's it's obviously not canon or whatever, but it's cool. So that's where I would do something like that. Stevie says, my resolution, survive. Amen. That's a good one. New Year's resolution, going to stop being a snarky prick to my friends. I take too much for granted, and it shows. Love you, bro. Hey, I love you too. And that's a noble that's a noble resolution, but also sometimes look, butthole's got a butthole. That's what Trev always says, and I believe it. Butthole's got a butthole, man. You gotta be you. Mason says, what's your ideal thing and torch casting? I'm so bad at castings. Everybody always asks castings. I'm so bad at them. So, Danny DeVito as the Thing. Danny DeVito. Yeah, and Amy Schumer as Human Torch. Maybe I'm good at casting, actually. Because that was pretty good, right? Here I am thinking I'm bad at casting. You know? Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, man. My resolution is getting jacked. I'm actually really looking forward to gyms coming back. Can we please get the gyms opened? There was like a nice period, and it really did help me out a lot, that I could go to the gym, and like we were able to wear masks and go to the gym, and then they shut it down. So that sucks, man. I really like grunting and lifting heavy things, and it helps me be more calm. So I can't wait till that comes back. Yeah, that'll be cool. Lift your chair. No! I'll do no such thing. What are your thoughts on the Star Wars multiverse? How do you think it would work? I don't know if you need a multiverse in Star Wars. I mean, sure, there is one technically, but you don't need all that. Yo, you're awesome, bruh, says Fatal J. Fatal J in the building. What is up, my brother? Hope you're doing well, man. Happy New Year to you. Forward and on to better things, my friend. Yes. It's going to be cool. Dude, do 25 push-ups an hour, every hour, and you'll be more jacked in theory. Yeah, but I'd also have to do 25 push-ups every hour on the hour. Yeah? It's like, I don't like doing push-ups. I like lifting heavy things. You see? Josh, do you think Rey and Grogu will ever meet? And will the Thrawn story go beyond the events of the Rise of Skywalker, or be done with before the events? That is a huge question mark for me specifically. I don't know. I don't know about that, man. I appreciate the love, but I do not know about that shit, dog. I really don't. I think they could take Thrawn past the sequels, but holy cow, does that change everything? You know what I mean? Like, that changes everything. So, I don't know, man. That's crazy. So, we'll see. Yeezy for Sheezy. Welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You're a Nerd Venger now. Appreciate you. Andrew Godoy says, sorry if I mispronounced that. With the introduction of the FF, how long do you think the MCU will go without introducing the X-Men to capitalize on FF? Okay, so fair question. I've heard different things about this. I'm not sure what to believe, but I think the studio thinking here is that X-Men, the most recent X-Men movies, like, sucked so bad. And X-Men, in the mind of a lot of people, kind of means like blah. You know what I mean? So, like, to the studio, they're like, let's let the friggin' X-Men stuff chill for a little bit. There's been enough, you know, of that, or whatever. Matthew coming in here hot. Drunk 3PO smashing Gina Carano. I could never confirm that he told me that in the DMs because he didn't. So stop asking me about it. And I definitely didn't make all those jokes the other night, not knowing that Gina was going to be there, and I didn't feel... Shut your mouth when you're talking to me, Matthew. So that's what I think about... That's what I think about with the... X-Men and Fantastic Four. So they'll probably do you know, the read and on all of them. You know, it's funny, I'm wondering now, because of the multiverse. The multiverse allows them to do some really weird things. So I'm wondering if like we would meet another group of X-Men, right? Like what if we met another group of X-Men, and the other group of X-Men was like put together, but also from a different universe, like maybe in, I don't know, Doctor Strange 2, right? What if in that movie, should we raid Jay's stream? We should definitely not, right? Anyway, what question? What are you talking about? Josh, answer the stud baby question before I scream. What stud baby question? What you talking about? Stud baby? I'm trying to... What you talking about? There ain't no stud baby question in here. I don't even see stud baby. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's what I think about X-Men and Fantastic Four. Guys, any other questions? Any other stuff we want to, you know, we can get out of here. Everybody should go. I'm not going to tell everybody to raid. He said it 20 times. I don't see it. It's his New Year's resolution. Why do I know that this is going to be awful? Anytime you guys really want me to... oh, actually, it seems pretty reasonable. New Year's resolution. Mace could return and somehow be Thrawn's... Oh, shit. Weapon and could be an enemy of Luke and would be cool considering Anakin's relationship. That's actually really cool, stud baby. That's cool, man. Why didn't you ask this sooner? You know, that's like really an interesting question that I could have really gotten into, you know? So you should have definitely put it in sooner. Jesus. Anyway, you know, Sabaoth, right, is a big question for us. Like, is he going to have a Sabaoth? Is Thrawn going to have a Sabaoth in this, whatever the fuck they are doing? And I say yes, but it could be anybody. I think it might be Maul. There was that Dathomirian, you know what I mean? That, you know. So, we'll see. Dorian Trussell says, I think Moff Gideon will go to jail. Dave Filoni's Mandalorian character and Cara Dune will be charged with protecting Moff Gideon in the Rangers of the New Republic. Ooh, I like that a lot, actually, yo. That seems dope, dude. Thank you for the love, by the way. Thank you for the love. Appreciate you. That seems really cool. I'd really like that. So, Gina is shaking so hard for drunk 3PO. Oh my God. Stop, Annie. I can't handle it. The jealousy. I'm going to move to, I told drunk, I was like, I'm going to move to Florida, dude. This is going to enter a whole new world. You know, I'm going to move across from Jay and just like every day, just wake up and angrily stare at his house and shit. Just sip coffee and just scowl at him. Happy New Year's, Josh. Bye-bye 2020. Looking forward to all of the Den of Nerds content in 2021. You, Al, and Lavis, keep up the great work. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the love. I really do. Sorry, man. I can't pronounce that name. Just want to say Happy New Year, Josh, and the Den of Nerds. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the love. Very sweet. Very sweet, guys. Very sweet. Dorian says Thrawn will escape. Oh no, guys, probably no more super chats. You know, I'm probably gonna get out of here relatively soon. I do have a bad headache. You know what I mean? Like, in all seriousness, I do have a bad headache. So I love you guys, but I'm probably gonna get out of here real soon. Okay, so let's just. So Dorian says Thrawn will escape near death in Ahsoka series, then appear in season 3 and so on. Thoughts? Thoughts. Thrawn will escape near death in the Ahsoka series and then appear in season 3 and so on. That'd be cool, man. There's a lot of indication that Thrawn is a big part of the plan, whatever the plan is. So I'm pumped. I'm very excited for it. So yeah, man, definitely Dorian. Sorry. Mudquabs says, you know what annoys me AF about sequel trilogy? How they destroyed the New Republic in the first half of the movie. So much potential missed. Okay, let me address this for a second here. Okay, let me address this. I agree with you. However, the fact that they kept so much hidden from us will now serve us because they can do so much in that time period. So they can do so much in the time period. They don't like the fact that, yeah, the sequels didn't tell us anything about anything will actually work for an advantage. Because now we're just going to fill that out, you know what I mean, with good ass shit. Rebel Scum 1138. I see what you did there. Welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You're a Nerd Venger now. Welcome. All right, everybody. We're going to call it, okay? Stream tomorrow at noon for the Nerd Vengers. Stream Sunday at noon for the Nerd Venger Prime members. And then, of course, we'll be back at it Monday, 10 a.m. And wow, how dare I forget afternoon. And I believe as long as Al didn't die from the Rona, knock on wood, as long as Al is alive, I think they will run after dark this weekend. Or afternoon. I'm not 100% sure. Regardless, the morning stream will return Monday, 10 a.m. Okay? All right, everybody. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day. And I'll see you in the next video.